It's the 7th day of November and a day of mourning for the people of Nyeri County as well as the nation, having woken up to news of the demise of Nyeri County Governor Dr. Wahome Gakuru, who died following a tragic road accident at Kabati. Message of condolence coming into our newsrooms and on social media. Leaders uniting in grief as they send their condolences to the family of Governor Wahome Gakuru. And President Uhuru Kenyatta has also sent his condolence message, and it reads in part, "I have learned with profound shock of the death of the Nyeri Governor Dr. Wahome Gakuru following a tragic road accident at Kabati." It continues to read that my family and I and the national government send our deepest condolences and sympathies to the late Governor Gakuru's family and his Nyeri constituents. And the president continues to write, Nyeri and the country have been robbed of a great promise with the demise of Dr. Gakuru, a committed, visionary and tireless leader. Governor Gakuru was a great leader and an action-oriented man who, upon his victory in the August 8th election, did not waste time but embarked on serving the people of Nyeri with diligence and commitment. President Uhuru Kenyatta says that he grieves with the people of Nyeri too. He encourages the governor's family, friends and the entire county to take comfort in the solidarity of Kenyans and not to lose hope in the face of tragedy. And in conclusion, the statement reads, I remind them that from time immemorial, Nyeri has seen trying times and prevails. Even at this incredibly sorrowful juncture, Almighty God will come through and we shall find peace. The national government stands with Governor Gakuru's family and the people of Nyeri and will offer all the support necessary at this time. President Uhuru Kenyatta says he last saw Governor Gakuru a few months ago during the Nyeri Agricultural Show. He was full of vigor and eager to serve the people of Nyeri and the country. And in his statement, he concludes by saying, it is sad that he is now gone. Let's stay strong and keep the faith. May God give us solace, assurance, and peace. That is Uhuru Kenyatta, who has, of course, sent his condolences to the family and to the constituents of Nyeri County following the demise of Dr. Wahome Gakuru, Nyeri Governor. Earlier on, other leaders had made their way to the Lee Funeral Home, where the body of Wahome Gakuru was taken following the early morning accident. And let's listen to what his deputy had to say.
The great majority of our people are really sad. My governor was coming for a morning show with one of the stations, and I'm told that there was a tire burst and his vehicle lost control and rammed into the rail guard, and that's how maybe he and others sustained injuries. It's very, very unfortunate that we have lost him. It's the second governor we are losing in Nyeri in 1 year. It is really very sad, but we'll take it with grace. And I think the most important now is the way forward, because we have two that are injured that are getting, the driver and the security are already getting attention in the Aga Khan hospital. But going back home, we are going to form a committee that is going to involve all the leadership of Nyeri. You can see them around here, and so we are going to work together as a team. Number one, to hold Nyeri in control and to make sure that Nyeri is stable, and also to ensure that we give Dr. Wahome Gakuru a very decent burial. We really appreciate that the leadership of this nation, led by the deputy president, was here to console with us. Catherine is also taking it very strongly, and we want to appreciate that all of you have come to be with us. And we also thank those, especially Bwana Wachira Kin, who was the first at the scene, the chairman Tana Water, and who was able to do the very best we can. There are so many people who have tried to do the very best they can, and I need to say that we appreciate the doctors of Thika, because there is nothing humanly possible there that they could do that they didn't do. We really appreciate it. It's a sad day for Nyeri. It's a sad day for this nation. Let's all be strong and move ahead.
How would you describe this working relationship with your friend?
Yes, my working relationship with the late governor was very, very, very cordial. Maybe I need to say that I have known him for quite some time. I've known him through his school when he was going to school, and we've grown up almost in the same area, and so we have had a very, very close working relationship, and there were no decisions he took without roping me in. Many times we would hold meetings together. Every time he had to deal with any issue, I can tell you this, last night we were discussing this trip that he was making this morning, and I had requested him to kindly travel at night so that he didn't have to travel in the very early in the morning. But unfortunately, he told me he'd make a decision. I'm at loss because he decided to do that.
And perhaps is there any event that is so big that you were supposed to address maybe today or any time so?
Well, let's say that we're in the process of setting up government. We've already had our cabinet, and we were in the process of now working on a supplementary budget, which he was preparing to forward to the county assembly. Those are some of the milestones that he had set, but he had done a good job.
That was earlier, and tributes continue to pour in following the demise of Dr. Wahome Gakuru, Nyeri Governor. That was his Deputy Governor Mutahi Kahiga, Nyeri County Deputy Governor, speaking about what happened that led to this untimely death of his governor. Let's listen in to Deputy President William Ruto, who also earlier made his way to the Lee Funeral Home.
We have woken up to very tragic and sad news of an accident involving the governor of Nyeri and members of his staff. It is unfortunate that in this accident we have lost the governor of Nyeri, Mr. Kaguru. Accidents have become progressively a leading cause of death in our country. And this morning is a very sad and tragic morning to the family of Mr. Gakuru, his wife and children, the people of Nyeri, where he had great plans for, and of course the nation of Kenya. We cannot be able to say much at this point in time. Safe to say our very deep and sincere condolences to the family and to the people of Nyeri. We leave the rest of the management of this situation to our CS for ICT, Mr. Musheru will take charge, and the Deputy Governor who is here on behalf of the other people from Nyeri. Yes, the Deputy Governor is here, and the Senator, Engineer Maina, will lead the other politicians in managing the events from now going forward.
Our condolences to the people of Nyeri County and indeed the family and friends of Governor Dr. Wahome Gakuru, Nyeri County Governor. He met his death this morning after being involved in an accident along the Muranga highway earlier this morning, and a day before his death. We do know that the governor had spent the morning with one of his 3 sons, who is a candidate at Alliance Boys High School. We also know that the people that know him from Nyeri County say that he discouraged leaders and locals from calling him Your Excellency. He said that he would only deserve this title after proving being worthy of the title. The late Governor Wahome Gakuru was a tough-talking man as well. And after the reign of the late Nderito Gashagwa, Gakuru promised a different kind of leadership, and he did, mostly projecting an image of a soft-spoken but resilient man. And from the tributes that have been pouring in from other governors that knew him personally as a friend, they describe him as a visionary, soft-spoken but tough indeed. So we truly do condole with the people of Nyeri County. We do know that he had grand plans for Nyeri County, developmental plans, those particularly surrounding the cash crop industry, that of tea and coffee, talking about plans to revive this struggling industry. He also spoke of horticulture, and we also know that he had met a section of leaders from central Kenya, where they spoke of plans to expand the railway to that region. He had promised to develop Nyeri at a faster pace following years of slow development. And according to reports, Nyeri was ranked among the bottom 5 in the last 3 consecutive financial years in terms of money spent on development. Dr. Gakuru had said that he as a leader had looked at the plight of the county and said that they as a county were tired of lagging behind. He promised to turn things around by constituting a new cabinet with competent and honest executives. He promised to run a transparent and accountable government. He spoke of transparency and accountability being key pillars to national and public service values and principles, having served as a director of Vision 2030. He spoke of institutionalizing accountability structures throughout the entire county public service and assured residents of reviving the health sector, which we earlier had Kirinyaga Governor Anne Waiguru speak of as being plans that leaders from this region had sat and deliberated upon. And therefore, really a great loss for the people of Nyeri County after the crash at Kabati robbed Dr. Wahome Gakuru of a chance to fulfill his vision for the people of Nyeri County and indeed for the people of this nation. We condole with family and friends and the people of Nyeri County. We continue with news shaping the day. Once again, our deepest and heartfelt condolences to the people of Nyeri County following the death of Dr. Wahome Gakuru. My name is Lillian Muli. We have more for you in the next hour.